Hi folks, it's Richard from Inclusive Driving, using a forward facing camera this time, which honestly I'm not a fan of. You don't want to see my ugly mug on a video, really, do you? So perhaps I'll just shrink you into the corner of the screen. The message I want from this video, I've decided to call it Don't Stare at the Giveaway Line, and I want to give you some information about the road markings. When we have a giveaway line, say at the end of the road, let me just backtrack a moment. There are two sorts of white line, and if we look in the traffic signs manual produced by the Department for Transport, white lines can be either giving you positioning information, that's things like white lines in the centre of the road, chevrons that kind of funnel you into a certain place, or they can be informational. That could be, for example, the upside down triangle painted in the road, or the word slow, or a speed limit painted in the road, something like that. What it has to say about giveaway lines is that they are purely instructional or informational. They're not giving you any information about where to position. So quite simply, all a giveaway line means, when you see it at the dotted line at the end of the road, all it means is you don't have right of way. Now, before you criticise me for saying right of way, and I should be saying priority, who cares? Okay, the highway code says you don't have right of way. That doesn't mean right of way as a concept doesn't exist. Right of way does exist. It's simply the highway code is saying you don't have it, or you can't assume you have it. But as I come to the end of this road, I've got a giveaway line. It's telling me nothing about where to position. I'm not even looking at it. I'm looking left and right to check that it's safe to continue. A common thing I see with learner drivers and with qualified drivers is, as they approach the end of the road, they stare at the giveaway line. And the closer you get to it, imagine I've got a giveaway line just behind this white car, they stare at it, their eyes then start to drop like that. I'm exaggerating it with my head, obviously, but with my eyes dropped down, I've lost all my awareness of what's happening to the side, in front. I've lost sight of the very thing, the very people, or the very cars that I need to give way to. So keep your eyes high. The giveaway line at the end of a road, or indeed at the entrance to a roundabout, is just replacing a road sign. Now, I'll use a little bit of video editing to kind of drive my point home in a moment. I'm going to drive up to some giveaway lines, and I'll kind of put some grey from the top of the screen to kind of force your eyes down to the giveaway line. I am aware that I don't have very good cameras outside. You can only see forwards, you can't see the left and right. I haven't got any decent cameras yet. Go towards a giveaway line again. I want you to take note of where my eyes are looking. I'll just make myself a little bit bigger for the moment, but you'll see my eyes are not staring at the giveaway line. I'm approaching the end of the road. I'm acknowledging that there is a giveaway line, which is simply an instruction to tell me that I do not have right of way. And then I'm keeping my eyes high. I'm looking for the very thing I need to be giving way to. So I can see the give way line. I'm ignoring the position of it. Eyes to the right. I'm just having a peep around the corner to the left. Can't see much. Eyes to the right again. Leaning forwards for a better view. And we'll go and have a look at a couple of roundabouts as well, just to emulate that point or emphasize that point. Folks, it's Richard from the future now. There was something I meant to say whilst recording this video, so I'll just add it in now. Imagine you're coming to an unmarked junction. Well, the highway code says that you need to give way. You don't have priority, but there's nothing to tell you exactly where to wait. So any junction that does have a give way line, take that same mindset. Imagine, what would I do if it was an unmarked junction? There wouldn't be a give way line to stare at. Now later on you will see we come to a roundabout that doesn't have a give way line that proves that point. So keep watching and I'll switch you back to Richard in the car. So I've got slow moving traffic. I've got somebody who wants to turn across me. I am just going to hold back, but he's turned into the petrol station instead. No problem. Another one. I'm in slow moving traffic. Where do you want to go? You don't need to cross me, that's fine. You're going into the college. So, planning to turn right at the traffic lights. Got a pedestrian in front, just hold back. So I've got a couple of roundabouts coming up. I'm going to go, I don't know, straight on second exit at both of them. But again, watch my eyes. I'm not going to stare at the give way line because I don't need to. It's not telling me where to position. It is only telling me that I don't have right of way. So now I'm thinking about what it is that has right of way over me. What is it I've got to give priority to? And that's where I'm looking. Second exit again. I'm not going to stare at the give way line. Just acknowledging what it is I need to give way to. Keeping my eyes high. Interestingly, this roundabout there isn't a give way line, so I can't stare at it. What a brilliant example there. I'll go straight on second exit again. Again, there is a give way line going to be there. I'm going to ignore it. I'm just going to say, okay, I need to give way to somebody. Who is it I'm giving way to? at this, we've got some hatch marking. Hurrah!